Pope Francis, a man who continued to preach peace and love. And right now we cross over to Holy Family Basilica, where we touch base with our reporter, Vera Mora, who is there and speaking to the faithful who were there for the Easter Mass. Good afternoon to you, Vera Mora. It is with shock that the faithful, the Catholic faithful, have received the death of the Pope. Can you bring us up to speed on the feeling, what they have to say about the Holy Father?
Indeed, Aseto, all the way from Vatican, Italy to Nairobi, Kenya, about 1.6 billion Catholics across the world are mourning the death of Pope Francis, who died at the age of 88, as pronounced by Vatican earlier today at 7 a.m. Aseto, Pope Francis has served the Catholic Church since 2013 when he took over from his predecessor, Pope John Paul, and as I can take you throughout on his activities from previous years, is that in 2016, in the act of the gesture of humility and humbleness, Pope Francis actually washed the feet of refugees from different regions across the world, and those are some of the acts that the different Catholic faiths will remember Pope Francis for. And in other actions of being vocal about climate change and weather. And not only that, but Pope Francis has been vocal about the role of women in the Catholic faith. Remember, Aseto, this news comes to all Catholics and indeed every other person in the world as a shock, given that Pope Francis actually attended service last on Friday, that was Good Friday, and actually took part in Sunday, that is yesterday, in services in Vatican. And this comes as a shock because Pope Francis was actually released from hospital a few weeks ago after being hospitalized for over 38 days in hospital over what they say was a blood infection, and was treating that for 38 days. Aseto, this comes as a shock to everybody, given that Pope Francis was active and attended service and actually addressed the congregants at Vatican on Friday for Good Friday and yesterday on Sunday. I am camped here at Holy Family Basilica, Nairobi, just to gather the sentiments from congregants who are to worship at this place. But we are told that the early service at 9 a.m. was just concluded, and there will be no more services today until tomorrow morning. But the Bishop Anyolo will be here to address us as he has promised. But currently he is addressing to other matters, and the priest in charge today is actually attending to other matters. And the residents here, or rather the congregants here, are adamant to address us until the bishop gives them a go-ahead of addressing us. But Aseto, so far that is what we have gathered, that the residents here are waiting for the bishop to tell them on what will transpire from here. But as normal, as the history records, is that elections will be held in the next 15 to 20 days to appoint the new Pope of the Catholic faith. So far, since 2013, Pope Francis has headed the Catholic Church up to now for about 12 years, and the congregants here are, patient, just waiting to what will transpire from here, Aseto. But for now, I really don't have much to tell you here, but the mood here is somber. People are quiet and, praying just to connect with the information that has reached them. And as you can see, not a lot of activities are going on here at Holy Family Basilica. They are all eager to get in touch on the news that they have received of the demise of their Pope Francis at the age of 88. Aseto, I will be coming to you once we have Bishop Anyolo, who will be addressing us on what is going on around here at Holy Family Basilica. And I will also be telling you on what the congregants and the Catholic faith has to say about this one. But we'll be waiting to see what the Vatican, all the way from Italy, will be updating us on their plans in the coming days. Aseto, back to you.
Thank you, Vera Mora. And yes, indeed, it is expected that 1.6 billion people who are under the leadership of the Pope would definitely feel sad upon his demise. Let's take a short commercial break. We'll be back with much more.